Maybe in our generation, the focus was on marks. Now it is GPA. Right? It's about your CGPA. Eventually, it doesn't matter whether you got a 9 GPA or a 7 or a 4 GPA. What matters at the end of the day is whether you have enough skills to work in factories, to work in industries. Right? Most engineering students, what is unfortunate is that they end up taking jobs in the services industry, in the IT industry. Then why did you study mechanical engineering? Why did you study electrical engineering? Right? There are civil engineers who get an IT job. There are electrical engineers who take up a software job. There is something fundamentally wrong in India's higher education and in the job market as well. The writer is calling for focus on practical classes, practical experience. Let's say you have 8 classes in a day or 6 classes in a day. The writer is of a strong opinion that at least half of it should be for practical labs outside the classroom, not sitting in a classroom listening to theory and lecture. Of course, theory is important, concepts are important, but practical experience is equally or rather more important. So this is something India should focus upon. Then also in the country, we have a number of youth, right, who are ready to take up jobs. They may not have an engineering degree, they may not have higher education, but they can be trained, they can be skilled to perform the manual labor which is needed in factories and industries. Today we are pushing our engineers to do the low-skill job and leaving behind those without education jobless, which is a fundamentally flawed approach. You need to provide basic training and skills with those with limited education, employ them for physical labor and use the engineers for research, for innovation. That is their job, that is why they became engineers. Not to perform a basic role in an IT company or not to perform physical labor in a factory. Engineers were there to innovate, come up with new processes. And this is missing in India's manufacturing industry.